All right, guys. Welcome to everyone. Otis is our guest again, or should we say Jamal Graham, or
Yes.
MMA Jamal series right now. He's got a new channel, so everybody please hit subscribe button. We are going to describe and to discuss the main card of the upcoming UFC Vegas 60 event, and this is going to be another promotion also, so please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We are going to kick off with the first fight on the main card. Jamal, what are your thoughts? Then I'm going to tell what I think. Please proceed.
Yeah, so we've got Anthony Hernandez versus Marc-Andre Barrio here. A very fun fight, I must say. I must say I'm a big fan of this one. I'm going to lean with Anthony Fluffy Hernandez here by decision. It's just, I don't know, man. Marc-Andre Barrio been a bit untrustworthy recently. It was that first round KO that he suffered against Chidi and Chukwueze. Put me off him a little bit. Anthony Hernandez has been in top form recently. Great cardio, amazing pressure. A bit like a middleweight Colby Covington, in my opinion, against Josh Framed and against Adolfo Vieira. Good cardio, like I said. I think he's got to get this one done, unanimous decision.
Wow, this looks like a pretty much entertaining card, and to be honest, I wouldn't like to be the opponent of Fluffy Hernandez because he's super unpredictable. I mean, if you ask me, pass this fight. Just pass it. Just don't risk with this. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't be too confident in betting on anyone in this fight. Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah, definitely. I am going to stay away from saying and giving advices for this fight. And what do you think about the next fight on the card? The next fight sounds pretty much promising.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Tanner Bozer versus Rodrigo Nascimento. This was meant to happen back in April, I believe. A bunch of guys ended up pulling out, ended up never getting the fight. But now we're getting the fight here, the second fight in the main card. I'm going to go with Tanner Bozer by first round knockout. I think we've seen a bit of a chin issue with Rodrigo Nascimento, and especially with faster heavyweights like Chris Dawkins, who could walk him down and drop him straight away and then finish him. Tanner Bozer is a very technical guy for the weight class. We don't give him enough credit for that. And I think he's just on that level to the point where he can beat guys like Rodrigo Nascimento quite easily, to the point where he can beat guys by decision and then start losing to the Latifis in the Arlovskis division. So I'm going to trust Tanner Bozer get this one done by first round knockout.
I think this perfectly makes sense. I'm also gonna go with Tanner Bowser via KO TKO. I'm not gonna pick the round because already KO TKO is going to give me plus value. So I do agree that Tanner Bowser has to win via stoppage. Otherwise, if this advances into later rounds, this is going to be pretty much tricky fight. Now let's talk about the greatest mismatch on the card: Alen Amedovski versus Joe Pyfer. I don't think Alen Amedovski belongs to the UFC. What do you say?
Yeah, I mean, he's the only fighter in UFC history to represent North Macedonia. So I'm guessing that's why they keep him about. He was undefeated for a while, then he lost to Christoph Jotko, got put out by John Phillips, and now, of course, most recently by Joseph Holmes. I like it. I mean, like you said, it's pretty much a mismatch. I'm going to go with Joe Pyfer by first round KO. He's been in top form recently. A bit of a fluke in his Contender Series fight, I guess you could say, when he lost to Dustin Stokes, basically his arm popped out there. But since then he came back, knocked out Ozzy Diaz, big underdog in that fight, and got it done. Joe Pyfer first round KO, pretty safe bet in my opinion.
What is this gonna be? We have the same bet here. I also say Joe Pyfer via first round KO. I think he hits way harder, and that should be, well, I can't call it a lock, but very close to a lock, because, if it's not a lock, then it's going to be Pyfer via decision. I don't see Amedovski winning in any way possible. Just I don't see it happening. What do you think about the next fight?
Next fight, yep, we're going to have Andre Fili versus Bill Algeo. I'm seeing that Andre Fili is a bit of an underdog in this matchup, which is interesting. I'm actually going to lean with the dog here, Andre Fili by unanimous decision. I think he's made to beat guys like Bill Algeo before. People forget how he looked against Charles Jourdain, man. I know he lost to Sadiq Yusuf. That was a very close fight. Finished Shaman Rice with a head kick and punches. I think Bill Algeo's found the ceiling in the division. Obviously, you can look at Bill Algeo beat Joanderson Brito pretty convincingly. Fili got knocked out in the first round. I think those are two very different stylistic matchups. And when you look at the Ricardo Lamas fights, the Spike Carlisle fight, I know he won that one, but still, Spike Carlisle not known for having a good gas tank. Fili is, in my opinion. I think Fili's got to get this one done. I'm going to trust him as an underdog, and I'll say unanimous decision one for Touchy Fili.
I can only say the fight goes the distance or the fight starts round 3. Pretty much tough fight to call, pretty much super hard fight to pick, at least on my end. I'm really having a hard time picking a side on this one.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, like I said, I don't often go for the underdogs on a risky fight like this, but yeah, I'm going to lean with Andre Fili. I've picked him quite a lot before, so I'm going to trust him here as well.
Yeah, definitely agree. Now, Chidi and Njokuani versus Gregory Rodriguez. This is the greatest banger on the main card, if you ask me. absolutely the greatest banger. This is a 3-rounder, and the way I see this is going to be a very, very hard fight to call because Chidi Njokuani, he has the knockout power. Also, Gregory Rodriguez has the knockout power. Gregory Rodriguez also offers submission skills. So I have to say that Gregory Rodriguez might actually be more well-rounded fighter, if you know what I mean. But I'm gonna say the fight will not go the distance. What are you gonna say?
I agree. I'm going to go with Chidin Chikwani by first round KO here against Gregory Rodriguez. I actually picked Gregory Rodriguez to lose his last fight out against Julian Marquez. Also didn't go that way. Julian Marquez showed some pretty insane toughness there, but getting finished later on. I think it's the Jordan Williams fight puts me off Gregory Rodriguez for a little bit. The fact they got finished and knocked out by Jordan Williams is a bit of a tell, in my opinion, especially against an experienced, hard-hitting veteran like Chidi Bang Bang and Chukwani. I think he's going to fall short here. I'm going to go with Chidi Njokuani by first round KO. Just a big shot against the cage and finishes him off with ground and pound.
I think Chidi Njokuani has good chances of KO TKO, but I can't ignore the fact of Rodriguez via submission because he's got a great ground game. So that's something I can't ignore. But for the main event of the evening, and now you're gonna laugh your ass off, I'm going with Sandhagen via decision. This is like tricky pick to call, right?
I'm actually agreeing with you. I'm also going to go with Corey Sandhagen by decision. I think Song Yudong's a very promising guy. We consider the fact that the guy's 24 years of age and he made his pro debut back in like 2012 or something like that. Like, he made his pro debut when the guy was like 16, 17, and he's not lacking experience. He's got 20 plus fights and he's had a lot of fights in the UFC, at least about 10 at this point. And I've seen him hang in a Muay Thai fight with Marlon Vera, which, you know, he won. A lot of people don't agree with the decision, but it was a close fight. You can't deny that. But it's when you look at him fighting Kyler Phillips, who's a bit of a smaller and not as technical version of Corey Sandhagen, and he fell short in that fight, I think it tells you what kind of stylistic matchup Sonny Dong struggles with, and I think that's Corey Sandhagen especially. Long, rangy. I broke this fight down on my channel. If you want a bit more in-depth look at it, you can go in there. Corey Sandhagen, teep kicks, wheel kicks, long jabs, straight shots. I feel like that might be the bane of Sonny Dong's game. That may be his Achilles heel. So I'm going to lean with the Sandman here by unanimous decision. But Song Yudong does have the power and the speed and the explosive to put the lights out on anyone at any given moment. We've seen that against Marlon Moraes. So yeah, do not take your eyes off this one. Great main event.
Well, if Song Yudong wins, it has to be within the first 3 rounds via KO TKO because Corey Sandhagen is the guy with the greatest angle change, with the best pace, with the best rhythm in the whole division. And you know, when somebody moves laterally, it's pretty much hard to catch him on the feet. And I know it because I'm doing this every single day, you know. Every single day, I've seen how hard it can be to catch somebody with great lateral moves. For example, today I felt how hard it can be when you're having a bantamweight fighter with excellent lateral moves. We have one bantamweight guy, you probably saw him, the Serbian Khabib. He's a bantamweight with superb lateral moves, and he's got some similarities with Corey Sandhagen. So fighting that kind of a guy is really a nightmare, unless you catch him via big punch, and it's almost impossible.
Yeah, like I said, he's going to have to cut the cage off Corey Sandhagen, cut him down, fit in the middle. And I think Corey Sandhagen's too slick and too fast to get caught by Song Yudong like that. And it may rip him in the body. Maybe a body shot finish for Song Yudong. Maybe you can call that. But yeah, I'm going to play it safe and go with the Sandman.
Yeah. So please, everybody, don't forget to subscribe. Jamal has now a new channel. You see this MMA Jamal series. Also, hit a comment on my channel, so I'll pin that comment here, and we will redirect people to your channel. So you're gonna get some predictions from now on. And let's hope you're going to reach 1,000 pretty much quickly. You deserve it, man. You got the knowledge. From time to time, we will also be guests. And thanks a lot for being a guest of mine. I will try to make a premiere now if I don't fall asleep. If not, then tomorrow.
Like I said, guys, here, look at this brand new setup here. Well, this whiteboard in the back's going to be getting used. We got delicious and luxurious Swarms tiers right here. These are custom made by me. The tiers are Swarms, so it's still refusing to fight me. The MMA Jamal sees. Go subscribe, guys. We'll have everything coming here soon. I can't say it's got to be better content that Vlad makes. I can't promise that yet, but one day we will get there. I aspire to be a man like Vlad, of course, one day to reach his level of fame and success. But we're humble beginnings, guys. Let's get us to 1K so I can get monetized and start making that money, and me and Vlad can take over the MMA scene. Let's go.
Let's go. Thank you so much, man. Have a great day and catch you later.
See you later, man. Thank you very much.